Hey everyone, I smell something bad, and it's probably a dead body. Today, we are going to investigate the murder of Stridey in Origin Realms. Thank you, totally inappropriate, but thank you. Citizens are outraged. The media is losing their minds. The murder of Stridey has caused many to protest against the mayor. Some say this was the final straw. Let's start by understanding who is Stridey. Among other things, he is mainly known for being the lead manager of Vanilla Twix, a well-known popular resource pack that aims to improve various aspects of Minecraft's textures. Due to contribution regarding how leaves look like in Origin Realms, the team decided it would be cool to add a Stridey Easter egg in the form of an NPC. And so, a beautiful NPC was placed in this treehouse around January of 2022. Wait, hold on. Wait, what happened to the tree? For about 2 months, Stridey was chilling and having a great time vibing in that treehouse. But on March 12, 2022, everything changed. The treehouse has been cut off and fallen, leaving a corpse below the cliff next to the tree. Obviously, I'm not reading too much into this and looking for content ideas. There is mystery, and I, bold mud detective, will find the guilty person. Before we start with the juice of the video, who are the suspects and who killed Stridey, we must address some more exposition, some basic context to certain events that occurred around this month. On March 5th, a suspicious Jester has appeared to the right of the red balloon, right next to an adventurer who used to live in a house cart which was located next to what was the treehouse. A few days later, the cow house magically disappeared, with broken pieces of it scattered around the beach nearby, leading to an ocean, where you can find the house in absolute wrecks. Jester doesn't try to deny it. He claims that he didn't mean to do so much harm, and he didn't know that moving a rock would cause so much damage. On the other hand, the Sigma male adventurer seems to get out positive out of this situation, thinking that this will allow him to explore the world like he always wanted to. He also seems to suspect that Jester pushed his house down, and it wasn't so accidental. For the sake of proper investigating, I do believe that the adventurer is a suspect himself, because of a motive we'll discuss later. On March 12th, the same day of the incident, many other changes were made to Origin Isles, and we should probably mention them. The most notable one though, apart from the treehouse falling down, is the area next to the treehouse. The area right here, I mean, look at this. So, it was actually used to be blocked off by a wall, only accessible from the other side, and had a bunch of markets for all sorts of items for the common folk in Origin Isles, such as potions, redstone, that kind of stuff. But because the mayor is such a annoying person, he thought that it would be a good idea to wreck all of those stalls down, and we don't know what they're up to. This is all we know. We can actually talk to him and see what he has to say. Okay, let's see what he has to say. This will surely make up for the PR disaster from the whole arcade debacle. Yeah, so the arcade debacle, we'll discuss that later, and it's actually a very important plot point that might give away that Mayor is really not that kind of a person. What I want here is where we should install the... Install what? I demand to know what is going on. Hello? Guys? As you guys can see, I am clearly way too cool for those guys. I don't even want to hang out around them. Right? Well, okay, let's go back to the thing I was trying to talk about, the market stall. So, there were actually people who were just trying to make a living, and the mayor just crushed their dreams? Well, it seems like some of them readjusted quite nicely. For example, Hazel, the witch, who seems to be gone, she adjusted quite nicely. Hazel? Hazel? You there? She might be gone. Oh, Hazel! Hi! So how are you doing? Yeah. Oh, okay, yes, see you later. Oh. Hey guys, I actually managed to get us an exclusive interview with this fella, who used to sell redstone materials in one of those markets, and he is not quite happy with what the mayor has done, so let's have a talk. This just isn't fair. What right does the mayor have to have taken away my store? I absolutely agree, man. So, do you think that he murdered Stridey? Where will the townsfolk get their redstone supplies now? Yeah, no, it's absolutely. I agree with you, but can we talk about Stridey, the dead person, the guy who maybe I should just stay here and protest. You're not moving. Oh, do you care at all about what I? Man, the guys here are absolutely mental. Anyway, let's talk about the mayor. How did we not bring up the most villainous, evil monster of a man the mayor is? And oh boy, is he a suspect. For context, it seems that not only do the players of Origin Realms hate him, but many of the actual Origin Isles residents despise him as well. His biggest hater must be this dog. This dog has promised to open a pet shop months ago. Construction work has begun to realize this dog's dream, but the mayor, and I kid you not, stole the dogs as construction workers so they can tear up the town hall and replace it with a casino. Wow. Look at this dog. What is he doing? He must be so sad. I mean, we talked to the mayor before. Clearly the mayor knows that he's not really liked around town. He's trying to be better. No, I cannot have any emotions towards these guys. Nope. But yeah, it is definitely kind of weird. I mean, if the mayor knows that he's not, the most liked person on town, and he wants to make amends, why would he do that by repeating what he did before? Tear down more stuff, this time the market stalls, without anyone's consent. This guy is weird. Okay, look. I can't tell you much, but all I know is that a little bird has told me that the mayor, he made a deal with Jester, that guy, and I don't trust him. Hold on now. Jester? The guy who just pushed a house into an ocean? That Jester? The Jester who came out of nowhere and we know nothing about? That Jester? Okay, my point is this. The mayor has begun construction in this area, and it's likely that he ordered the workers to cut down the tree. Of course, it's not his fault that there was someone on the tree while it was cut off. Oh wait, when did I hear that excuse again? Oh yeah, the Jester. Okay, I don't trust these guys, they're so irresponsible, man. We should really have like elections or something. And that in mind, it does seem like we have enough information. We need to start talking about the suspects. So first is actually Red Cap Boy. He doesn't really have a name, and I haven't talked about him at all. There he is, and there's a reason why. This is probably the least concerning of our suspects. He doesn't seem to have any unique or defining features about him. He's eating a cake, and he's always smiling. The reason he's a suspect is, well, he was in the scene of the crime, of course, but more than that, he always stayed here. He never moved. He's always smiling. He never grows up. Always eating the same cake. And why is he still smiling? I mean, was Stridey his friend? I'm just saying, we cannot just leave him out of this. It's a possibility that he cut down the tree. It's possible. Unfortunately, he doesn't say anything either. We just don't know anything about him, which is weird because we even know about the Jester more than we do about this guy. He just doesn't have any motives, or it's probably not him. But I'm keeping an eye on you. Next is obviously the mayor. I already discussed about why people hate him, and just everything that could lead to him being a major suspect, but I do also think that he lacks any motives, just like the other guy with the red cap. He might actually have a good heart and good intentions, who knows? I mean, if we really think about it, what does he even gain from killing a citizen? The only thing I can think about is, you know, targeting Stridey, which, you know, would pretty much shut down Vanilla Twix and allow him to start his own website. Mayor Tricks? Jester is a clear suspect, because he is clearly able to pull off some extreme tomfoolery. His trolling is beyond no other in Origin Isles. He needs to be stopped. We don't know anything about him, we don't know where he came from, we don't know his motives, who are his enemies, we don't even know his Twitter account name. That is very sus. Now, I think that many of the citizens out there are very suspicious of the mayor and Jester. I don't think it's them. I think the citizens of Origin Isles are just looking for someone to blame. And considering how much damage these two have caused, it's so easy to just throw the blame to them. It's just convenient. But in reality, these two haven't committed any crimes. Well, unless you count this. There is a suspect that flies under everybody's radar. The adventurer. This guy has the means to commit the crime, no alibi, and the motives. I mean, look at this guy. He is hella strong. He's carrying that backpack like it's nothing since the start of the server. He has like a lizard on the head. Like, this is terrifying stuff. He's strong as heck. He can definitely chop down a tree. Unlike the mayor, who mostly stays in his casino accomplishing nothing, or Jester, who is as competent as assphyxxious. Look at him go, looking at me. He thinks he's so funny. Look at him. What is he doing? No, hi, wait, no! Additionally, he has no alibi. This house car has been next to this treehouse since the beginning. The adventurer was not caught being in any other place other than here. And lastly, the motives. He has a reason to chop down a house. A treehouse, sure, but a house nonetheless. He just lost his own. Picture this narrative. He wakes up, finds out that his lovely house is gone. Out of frustration, he grabs an axe and chops down the near treehouse. He hears screaming. He's confused, realizes he just murdered someone. And Jester, he saw the whole thing. The adventurer knew that he had to escape Origin Isles, because the mayor will know about this in no time. Now, he knew that this is gonna happen because he would chop the tree, but he was not expecting to kill someone. An innocent person, Stridey. So now, he's on the run, absolutely terrified, doesn't know what he's gonna do next, so he says that he will do— Hold on now, okay, hold on 1 second, this makes no sense. The adventurer is also incapable of doing anything. Look, he is a fan of the new Pinocchio movie. What if I were to tell you that I actually have one more card up my sleeve? One more suspect that I did not mention at all. What do we know about scarecrows, huh? I mean, we have Gecko. He's pretty nice. He trades us, you know, for pineapples and vegetables. And we also have these scarecrows who are— well, they're just ordinary scarecrows, right? Well, meet Twiggy. He is not really nice. You see, Twiggy is no ordinary scarecrow. He seems to be stuck in quite an inconvenient position, but my point is this: we have two scarecrows in our server who are alive, animated, and I don't know, this is kinda scary. Look, I don't know if they are just evil or what exactly their deal is, but they clearly can have emotions, thoughts, and that is important because Twiggy here is a bit grumpy. He doesn't want the farmers to know about him being alive. And he can also be quite a spy. He knows the intel of whenever Jericho is setting something else. And that is quite impressive for a Scarecrow who is supposedly stuck in one area. Well, this next suspect has probably nothing to do with this crime, but I have found something that is just way too alarming to ignore, and we really need to discuss it. This Scarecrow, he doesn't move, he doesn't flinch, doesn't think, doesn't do anything. Unnamed, forgotten, abandoned. Or so we thought. Up until this point, not much has happened with this NPC, if it's even an NPC. I mean, who could tell if this is an entity or just an object? But do you remember what I said about March 12th? How small things around Origin Isles changed. Suddenly, we can find a rather bizarre path of hay on the ground. The kind of hay that makes a Scarecrow. Let's have a look. I'm gonna make a point that this Scarecrow, even though he seems to be stuck, he is not that stuck. He can move freely to wherever he wants. So we can actually find this path of hay leading to all kinds of strange areas. Well, that's a lie. It leads nowhere, which is even more confusing. Let's have a look. So it seems to start here. And then from here, it actually goes to multiple different paths. So the first one, probably the most obvious one, is straightforward. It continues here, some more hay, even more hay. And then these are pretty much the last pieces of hay we can find. Or at least I could find. I'm honestly lost. Going back, the hay goes here as well. So he can climb ladders. Huh. Well, actually, I guess we knew that from that ladder over there. But my point is, he can do all kinds of stuff you wouldn't think a Scarecrow can do. But once again, this hay leads to nowhere. And you may have already caught it, but there is another path, last one I could find, which is from the ladder right here. It goes here, and ends here. Where does it go? I have no idea. And why do I think this Scarecrow murdered or chopped down the tree? Well, I don't. I just wanted to add this to the video. Do you really want to know what happened? Because I actually have the canon answer from STRIDEY himself. Okay, I'm being serious here, but I know what happened to Stridey. I know who's behind it all, and it's not Jester. It's not the mayor, it's not the Scarecrow, but that is definitely a mystery for another day. I know who it is, and I'll tell you how I know. You see, I have one magical source, one magical ability that even Hazel doesn't have. Discord. Dun dun dun! Discord allows me to talk to Stridey, the supposedly dead person. He isn't dead at all. What actually happened is shocking. Stridey faked his own death. This isn't Stridey's body. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's not Stridey's. Confirmed by Stridey himself, he actually used this chance to fake his death and to escape to another dimension in the Strideyverse. This is canon. Don't believe whatever sort of twisted narrative the admins tell you. They are all puppets of the Jester. This has been Muddy, and I'm out. Citizens are outraged. The media is losing their minds. The murder of Stridey. They are clearly like very focused in this entire. They just fought. Please say something else. This house car has been here for. I'm trying so hard to give. And so hard to be like serious. And you're not doing anything, you're just like walking around with a sword. Ah. Ah. Oh, let's go. Okay. Oh, you got the moves. Oh, yeah.